Power isn't what most folks think it is. Real power comes from within. It's not your voice volume or bank account. True power radiates without words. It's what makes heads turn when you enter a room. That energy field, your aura announcing who you are before speaking a single word. For decades, I've studied successful people, millionaires, happy families, fulfilled individuals. My discovery: the most extraordinary people carry an energy signature so distinct, so powerful it actually disturbs others. Not negatively, but by forcing them to confront their own untapped potential. Remember Moses coming down the mountain with a face so radiant he needed a veil. People couldn't handle his glow. That's what happens when your inner light outshines the darkness others have grown comfortable with. Your presence becomes a mirror reflecting what they could become but haven't achieved. Today I'm sharing 13 signs your aura is so powerful it disturbs others. This isn't about ego. It's about understanding your gift and using it responsibly. The stronger your influence, the more careful you must be with it. What exactly is this aura? Simply the energy field surrounding you, the sum of your thoughts, feelings, experiences, and intentions. It's your invisible calling card. Some call it charisma or presence. Others say vibe or energy. Whatever the name, it's your unmistakable essence. Your aura isn't worn like a coat, but emanates from within. It can't be faked. You might wear expensive suits or drive luxury cars, but a truly powerful aura comes from authenticity, knowing who you are and standing firmly in that truth. Ancient philosophers understood this. True power comes from self-knowledge. Know that thyself wasn't just a cute saying. It was the foundation of personal power. When you know who you are, what you stand for, and where you're going, that knowledge radiates from you like heat from fire. Your aura is shaped by habits. Books you read, people you associate with, thoughts you entertain. You're the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. Their energy becomes yours. Their standards become yours. Their aura influences yours. Here's what's fascinating. When your aura becomes truly powerful through inner work and character strength, something strange happens. Some people are inexplicably drawn to you. Others become uncomfortable. Some actively avoid you. Not because you're doing anything to them directly, but because your presence holds up that mirror. The first sign your aura is incredibly powerful. People feel your presence before you speak. Have you noticed the energy shift when you walk into a room? Conversations pause, heads turn, people make way, not because you're famous or physically imposing, but because your energy commands attention. This isn't about being loud. Often, the most powerful presence is the quietest. Think of individuals who speak softly, yet everyone leans in to hear them. They don't raise their voice because their aura does the talking. I once attended a meeting with a gentleman who had this quality. He wasn't tall or physically impressive. His clothes were nice but not flashy. But when he entered that room, the atmosphere changed. People straightened in their chairs. Idle chatter died down. All before he said a word. His secret? I decided long ago who I was and what I stood for, and I never compromise on either. That rock-solid identity creates an energy field others immediately sense. This presence develops through consistent action, aligning words with deeds, showing up as the same person day after day. Integrity is energy. Honesty is energy. Conviction is energy. When these become your default settings rather than occasional visitors, your presence becomes undeniable. If people respond to you before you've opened your mouth, that's your aura at work. Your energy preceding you. A gift many would pay fortunes to possess. The second sign, your aura is extraordinarily powerful. Others regularly seek your advice and guidance, even on matters outside your expertise. Why would someone ask for marriage advice from their financial advisor or career guidance from their fitness trainer? Because a powerful aura builds trust across domains. This happens because a powerful aura is built on wisdom, not just knowledge. Knowledge is domain-specific, about computers or cooking or contract law. Wisdom is universal, understanding human nature, seeing patterns, applying principles. When you've developed wisdom, People sense it and come to you not just for information, but for insight. I've had people approach me after seminars asking about everything from raising teenagers to real estate investing. What they're really seeking is the clarity they sense in my energy field. They want a piece of that certainty, that groundedness. This phenomenon puts tremendous responsibility on your shoulders. When people come for guidance, they're not just asking your opinion. They're placing a piece of their life in your hands, saying, I trust your energy more than my own right now. Handle this responsibility by recognizing it as a sacred trust, being honest about your knowledge limits while sharing earned wisdom, and pointing people back to their own inner guidance rather than creating dependency. If strangers open up to you in grocery lines, if colleagues bring problems when you're not their supervisor, if friends of friends reach out for advice, your aura signals wisdom and trustworthiness that others can't ignore. The third sign, your aura is powerfully affecting others. You're highly intuitive about people's true intentions and emotional states. This heightened perception isn't mystical. It's the natural result of being so centered in your truth that you instantly recognize authenticity or deception in others. When your energy field is clear and strong, it detects incongruence. You feel when someone's words don't match their energy. You notice the slight eye tightening when they're hiding something. You sense the subtle voice shift when they're not being fully honest, even with themselves. This intuition can be uncomfortable. You might leave a conversation thinking they said everything was fine, but I know something's wrong, or instantly distrust someone everyone else likes. Later, when truth emerges, others are shocked while you simply nod, having known all along. This power comes from presence. When you're fully present, not distracted by insecurities or agendas, you become a clear channel for information. You catch subtle cues others miss because they're busy formulating their next sentence or worrying about how they're perceived. But here's where this power disturbs others. People with something to hide find you threatening. Those wearing social masks feel exposed around you. Your clarity reveals their shadows, and not everyone is ready to face what lurks there. I've witnessed this countless times in business. Someone presents a proposal with impressive projections, but something feels off. While others nod along, my internal alarm rings, not from special industry knowledge, but from sensing the disconnection between what's said and the energy behind it. If you can read rooms or people with uncanny accuracy, your aura functions as a truth detector. In a world where many prefer comfortable illusions to uncomfortable truths, that makes your presence both valuable and sometimes disturbing. The fourth sign, your aura is exceptionally powerful. Energy vampires are mysteriously drawn to you. You know the type, those who leave you drained after every interaction. Chronic complainers, drama magnets, people who always need but never give back. Why are they attracted to you? Your strong energy field represents a potential feast. If most people are candles, you're a bonfire. Those who can't generate their own heat naturally move toward the warmest source. This isn't imagination. Psychology studies confirm that people with personality disorders or extreme neediness often gravitate toward emotionally stable, generous individuals. They're unconsciously seeking what they lack. The challenge is maintaining boundaries. Your powerful aura comes with natural compassion. You understand others' pain because your sensitivity is heightened. You want to help because you feel their struggle as if it were your own. But without proper boundaries, energy vampires will deplete you. I learned this lesson the hard way early in my career. I gave time and energy freely to anyone who asked, only to find myself exhausted with nothing left for my priorities. It took years to realize that guarding my energy wasn't selfish. It was necessary for sustainable service. The solution isn't shutting down compassion. It's becoming conscious of where your energy goes and to whom. It's recognizing that saying no to energy vampires is saying yes to your purpose. It's understanding that you can acknowledge someone's pain without taking responsibility for fixing it. When you establish healthy boundaries, something interesting happens. Some energy vampires get angry with you. They'll accuse you of selfishness or uncaring. They might induce guilt or spread negativity about you. This confirms your aura was their primary energy source. and they're feeling the loss. Your fifth sign, your aura holds unusual power. You regularly need alone time to recharge. This might seem counterintuitive. If your energy is so strong, why would you need to restore it? Because powerful auras are also highly sensitive ones. Think of having a high-end sound system. The same sophisticated equipment that produces crystal clear sound also picks up more interference when conditions aren't ideal. Your energy system works similarly. It gives you access to higher highs, but makes you more susceptible to daily life's noise and static. This sensitivity is why crowded places might overwhelm you. Why a day of meetings leaves you needing silence, even if you perform brilliantly. Why casual weather conversations sometimes drain you if the other person's energy is chaotic or negative. I noticed this pattern in myself decades ago. After giving a seminar to hundreds, something I loved doing, I would need absolute solitude. Not because I disliked people, but because my energy system needed to reset after processing so many different frequencies. This need for solitude isn't weakness, it's maintenance. Just as a high-performance car needs more specialized care than a basic model, your high-powered aura requires dedicated downtime. The stronger your output, the more intentional your input must. If you've been called too sensitive or questioned about needing alone time, consider it confirmation of your powerful energy field. The very sensitivity requiring this solitude is what makes your presence so impactful when you do engage. The solitude you crave isn't escape. It's reconnection with your source. In these quiet moments, your aura recharges and recalibrates. You shed accumulated energies picked up from others and return to your authentic frequency. Those lacking this powerful energy often can't understand your solitude need. They might take it personally or misinterpret it as antisocial behavior. But someone with a similarly powerful aura will understand without explanation, recognizing the same pattern they experience. The sixth sign your aura carries extraordinary power. You're unusually sensitive to environments, not just physical aspects like temperature or noise, but the energy of spaces. You can enter a house and immediately sense tension between residents. You can feel if a workplace is collaborative or competitive before. This environmental sensitivity transcends normal senses. You pick up residual energy left by thoughts, emotions, and interactions. It's like entering a room after an argument. Even if everything looks peaceful, you feel something's off. I've experienced this throughout life. I've requested different hotel rooms, not because anything was visibly wrong, but because the energy felt stagnant or disturbing. I've walked out of business meetings that looked productive because I sensed underlying dishonesty or hidden agendas. This sensitivity can make certain situations challenging. Hospitals, courts, prisons, places with concentrated suffering or conflict might overwhelm you even when you're not directly involved. Shopping malls during holidays or crowded events might require recovery time. Even if you enjoyed the experience, your sensitivity to environments isn't imagination or oversensitivity. It's your aura functioning as designed. Your energy field doesn't stop at your skin. It extends outward, interacting with surrounding energies, bringing information back like a sophisticated radar system. This ability, properly understood, helps you choose environments supporting your well-being and purpose. It alerts you to potentially draining or dangerous situations before logical evidence appears. It guides you toward thriving spaces and away from depleting ones. But this sensitivity can disturb others who don't share it. When you look uncomfortable entering a room, ask to change restaurant tables for no apparent reason, or decline invitations to locations that feel off. People might think you're difficult or irrational. The key is trusting your environmental sensitivity without justifying it to others. You don't need to explain why a place feels wrong. You don't need evidence or logical reasons. Your energy system provides valuable data. Honor that information. That sign your aura carries exceptional power. Animals and children are naturally drawn to you. This might seem unrelated to your influence on adults, but it's actually one of the most telling indicators of your energetic strength. Unlike adults, animals and young children haven't learned to mask true responses or pretend interest. They respond to energy directly without social filters. They are honest barometers of authenticity and safety. When a typically distant dog sits by your feet, or in stranger, avoiding cat jumps in your lap, they're responding to your energy field. They sense something safe, calm, or resonant with their frequency. Similarly, when normally shy children show you their toys or tell you their stories, they're responding to your aura. Kids have an uncanny ability to sense who is genuinely present and who's just going through attention motions. I've noticed this phenomenon throughout my career. After lectures to hundreds of adults, it's often the children brought along or venue pets that give me the most direct feedback about my energy. If I'm centered and speaking from authentic wisdom, animals relax around me and children make eye contact. If I'm off my game or speaking from ego, they keep their distance. This natural affinity with creatures who can't be fooled by credentials isn't coincidental. It's because your powerful aura radiates qualities that register as safe and authentic to beings navigating primarily through energy rather than word. However, this connection can sometimes disturb nearby adults. Parents might be confused when their normally reserved child wants to sit on your lap minutes after meeting you. Pet owners might be bewildered when their usually aloof animal can't get enough of your attention. What these adults witness is their child or pet responding to something they might consciously perceive. The genuine quality of your energetic presence. This can be unsettling because it bypasses all the social signals and status markers adults typically use to assess others. The eighth sign, your aura is powerfully affecting others. People tend to have polarized reactions to you. They either strongly like you or strongly dislike you, with very few neutral responses. This polarization happens because your strong energy field amplifies whatever is already present in the other person. If someone is secure in themselves, comfortable with their choices, and living in alignment with their values, your powerful presence feels inspiring and energizing. These people are drawn to you like moths to a flame. They want to be in your orbit because your energy resonates with their authentic self. But if someone is living out of alignment with deeper values, compromising integrity, or suppressing aspects of themselves, your clear energy acts like a mirror reflecting back their incongruence. This creates discomfort, and their ego rushes to protect them by finding fault with you instead. The fascinating thing is that often neither group can fully explain their strong reaction. Those drawn to you might say, "I just feel good around you," or "You make me feel like my best self." Those repelled might say, "There's just something about them I don't trust," or "They seem fake to me." When what feels fake is the disconnect between your authentic presence and their compromised state. I've experienced this throughout my career. After giving exactly the same presentation, I'd have some people rush up enthusiastically to share how deeply my message resonated, while others would cross the street to avoid speaking with me. Same message, completely different reactions. This polarization can be confusing until you understand its root cause. It has little to do with you personally and everything to do with how your energy interacts with others' internal states. You're not responsible for how others react to your authentic presence. The challenge is resisting the temptation to dim your light to make others comfortable. Many with powerful auras learn early to tone themselves down, to be less intense, to stop speaking certain truths because they notice the discomfort it creates. But diluting your presence doesn't serve anyone in the long run. The ninth sign, your aura carries extraordinary power. You regularly experience vivid dreams, strong intuitive hits, or even premonitions. This happens because your powerful energy field doesn't shut down when you sleep. If anything, it becomes more receptive without waking life's distractions. Your dreams aren't just random neural firings clearing mental debris. They're often meaningful communications from deeper consciousness parts, processing information your waking mind hasn't fully integrated. When your aura is especially strong, this dream communication tends to be more vivid, symbolic, and likely to contain guidance or warnings. Similarly, those random thoughts about calling someone, only to discover they were about to call you, or sudden urges to take a different route, only to later learn of an accident on your usual path. These aren't coincidences. They're your powerful energy field, picking up signals most people filter out. I've had this experience countless times. Dreams revealing business opportunities before they materialized. Sudden impulses to reach out to someone who, it turned out, was in crisis and needed support at that exact moment. An inexplicable knowing about situations before any logical evidence was available. This heightened perception can be both gift and challenge. It provides information and guidance that can protect from harm and steer toward opportunities. But it can be overwhelming to constantly receive input from channels most people don't consciously access. What's more, sharing these experiences can disturb others operating within more limited perceptual frameworks. If you mention premonition dreams that later came true, or how you just knew something would happen, some people become uncomfortable. Your expanded awareness threatens their more predictable worldview. The 10th sign, your aura is remarkably powerful. Your emotions don't just affect you, they impact the entire room. When you're upbeat and enthusiastic, others mysteriously find their energy lifting. When you're down or frustrated, the collective mood shifts accordingly. This emotional contagion isn't just people mimicking your expressions. It's your energy field actually influencing surrounding energy fields. Scientists have documented that human heart rhythms create electromagnetic fields, extending several feet beyond the body, measurable with sensitive instruments. When your aura is particularly strong, this field extends further and impacts others more strongly. This emotional influence works both ways. Just as positive emotions can elevate a room, negative ones can bring it down. This is why emotional responsibility becomes crucial for those with powerful auras. Your feelings aren't just private experience. They're broadcasts affecting everyone nearby. I've observed this in business meetings, family gatherings, and large seminars. One person with a powerful aura entering a space in a certain emotional state can completely redirect the energy of dozens or even hundreds. It's like dropping dye into clear water. It doesn't stay contained, but spreads throughout. This influence can disturb others when they're affected by your emotions without understanding why. They might wonder, why do I suddenly feel anxious? Everything was fine a minute ago, not realizing they're picking up your anxiety after you end. Or they might find themselves unexpectedly emotional during your presentations, not understanding that your authentic passion is resonating with parts they normally keep buried. The 11th sign, your aura carries exceptional power. You often succeed where others have failed, not just because of skills or knowledge, but because your energy shifts the probability field around you. What we call luck or right place. Right time often has more to do with your energetic state than random chance. When your aura is powerful and clear, opportunities seem to find you. Doors open that remain closed for others. Resources appear just when needed. We've all known people who seem to fail upward, who turn setbacks into stepping stones, who somehow land on their feet regardless of life's throes. We've also known people seemingly perpetually stuck, for whom every opportunity mysteriously falls through, despite apparent qualifications or efforts. The difference often lies in the energy field these individuals project. Your powerful aura acts like a magnet, attracting situations and circumstances aligning with your dominant frequency. If your core vibration is abundance, creativity, and possibility, that's what gravitates toward you. The 12th sign, your aura possesses your strengths. You display remarkable resilience against negative environments or toxic people. While others are quickly dragged down by surrounding negativity, you maintain your center and emerge relatively unscathed. This resilience isn't about being cold or unfeeling. Your sensitivity might actually exceed average. The difference is in your energetic response. Where others absorb and hold negative energy, your powerful aura processes and transmutes it. You think of a strong immune system. When a virus enters a body with robust immunity, the system recognizes it as foreign, neutralizes it, and expels it without illness. Similarly, when negative energy enters your field, your aura recognizes it as not you, processes it, and releases it without allowing it to take root. The 13th sign, your aura carries extraordinary power. You unintentionally catalyze transformation in others simply by being yourself. Without trying to change anyone or offering unsolicited advice, your presence alone seems to accelerate others' growth processes. This catalytic effect happens because your clear, powerful energy field creates a resonance calling forth the highest potential in those around you, just as a tuning fork causes another nearby to vibrate at the same frequency. Your coherent energy field helps others' fields organize into more coherent patterns. Throughout my career, people would approach after events, sharing how their lives changed dramatically after our brief interaction. Sometimes it was something I said that resonated deeply, but just as often, they couldn't point to specific words or advice. It was simply the encounter's energy that sparked transformation. So what do we do with this knowledge? How do we handle the responsibility that comes with a powerful aura? First, recognize that your energy affects others, whether you intend it to or not. Your internal state isn't just your private business. It's constantly broadcasting and impacting those around you. This realization alone should motivate mastery of your thoughts and emotions. Second, understand that when others react strongly to you, positively or negatively, they're often responding more to what your presence activates in them than to you personally. Don't take either adoration or animosity too personally. Third, protect your energy consciously. Create rituals for clearing your field. Be deliberate about the environments you spend time in. Choose carefully who you allow into your inner circle. A powerful aura requires ongoing maintenance. Fourth, develop your gifts intentionally. These 13 signs aren't just interesting phenomena. They're capabilities that can be refined and directed. Study them. Practice with them. Become conscious of what has likely been operating unconscious. Finally, remember that powerful aura comes with responsibility. You can use this force to heal or to harm, to uplift or to manipulate. The choice is yours, but so are the consequences. What you put out returns to you multiplied. Your powerful aura isn't random chance. It's the result of work you've done in this lifetime or before. It's a gift meant to be used in service of something larger than yourself. When you embrace this gift fully and use it consciously, you become what the world desperately needs. A beacon of authentic power in a sea of pretenders. Remember, a powerful aura isn't given. It's developed through consistent inner work. This power comes with great responsibility. Your energy affects everyone around you, whether you intend it or not. Don't take others' reactions personally. They're responding to what your presence activates within them, not to you directly. Protect your energy deliberately. Create cleansing rituals, choose environments wisely, and be selective about your inner circle. Develop these gifts consciously. These 13 signs aren't just interesting phenomena. They're capabilities that can be refined and directed with practice. Above all, use your powerful aura in service to others. You can heal or harm, uplift or manipulate. The choice is yours, but so are the consequences. Your powerful aura is meant for something greater than yourself. When you embrace it fully, you become what our world desperately needs: authentic power in a sea of pretenders.